Well, hello my fellow cursed flickering demons. I hope you're doing well because I am. Today, a short game because I am, again, exhausted. But next week, I'm gonna try to play a longer game. But today, the game I'm going to play is called Evaluation. The story is that it was a program sent to churches in like the 90s. And this program was made to evaluate faith, self-worth, and to commute with the spirits. And basically, we're gonna take that evaluation. The game is free, available on itch.io, and the link will be in the description below if you want to play it yourself. I do have my rosary with me, so I should be safe, right? By the way, it's a real one. It was blessed in Lord, and it's a gift. And it is now time to take the evaluation. Evaluation. This program is copyright protected and property of the Vatican Apostolic Archives. Use of this program is done at your own spiritual risk. Well, begin the evaluation. Welcome to the evaluation. Shortly you will be asked a number of questions. The topic covered are not important right now, and it is important that you keep your mind clear. Please take as much time as possible and answer each question truthfully. Click below to begin. Proceed. 1. Self. First, some questions about you. Honestly describe yourself using one of the selections below. Honest or dishonest? Honest? Think carefully now. How often do you think the people you care about most think about you? Always or never? The problem is that between always and never, there is a huge spectrum. Often, from time to time, regularly, almost never. I'm gonna say always. I don't think always, but one of the person I care about the most is my husband that lives with me. So I hope he thinks about me pretty often. So I think always is the closest to the truth. Interesting. Do you ever feel like the world would be a much better place if it just revolved around you? Absolutely or no? The thing is, yes. Much better place, maybe not, but I feel like a lot of problems would not exist if I was the one directing, governing the earth. So absolutely. It's probably a sin, some sin of like pride or something. Answer truthfully. Do you think it is easy to control people without them even realizing it? Easy or difficult? I think yes. I think that everybody can be manipulated, and that once you find the right button to push, it is easy. A final question. How often do you feel like someone is watching you when you're alone? Rarely or always? Never, but let's say rarely. 2. Spirit. Some questions about your faith. Do you believe in God? Yes or no? No. I am an unholy atheist. I am the way and the truth and the life. How important is faith to you? Well, considering that I have none, I'm gonna say not at all. Considering the life of Jesus Christ, the pain and struggle of his mortality, do you think Jesus hated his only mother? Absolutely or no? I don't think so. I mean, he is famous for being pretty forgiving, and I don't see how or why he would hate his mother. If anything, he should hate his father, not his mom. A question for you. If the devil offered to save your mother from death in exchange for your soul, would you accept? No. I would actually offer my soul to the devil if it guaranteed that my mother would be in hell. So no. Same question again. What about your father? No, because I don't really care. I don't hate him, but I don't care that much about him. A final question. Was the gift of reason a mistake? That is a hard question. Overall, I'm gonna say no. 3 angels and demons. Let's go. Your answers are currently being evaluated. For this next task, you will be shown a number of images. You must determine and judge if they are an angel or a demon. Click below to begin. Proceed. Look carefully. It looks like an angel. Angel or demon? Angel. Look again. It looks again like an angel. Don't trust everything you see. Now that is a demon. Poor thing. That's a dead bird. What do you mean, angel or demon? That's a dead bird. Well, by elimination, it's not a demon, so I'm gonna say angel. Because it is obviously not a demon, but that's a dead bird. Do you think it's cruel? What am I looking at here? It looks like a centipede. Like, again, that's an insect. That's not an angel, that's not a demon. That's just an insect. Again, by elimination, I'm gonna say angel. It never stood a chance. Now that is a demon. Four, conduct. Next, we begin the most important and notably dangerous section. We will now attempt to communicate with the dead. Who or what you may encounter depend on your previous answers. Interesting! Please exercise caution. Proceed. Please remain calm while the program is in progress. Do not, under any circumstance, close or shut down your device while the program is doing its thing. Regulate your breathing and remain mindful. You may hear noises in your environment. This is normal. Program launched successfully. Why is it in red then? Tracking eye movements. Oh. Initiate. I'm not doing anything. S.A. Is it Satan? No. Samael? Samael! Success. You have summoned Samael. You may now notice some changes in the atmosphere of your environment. The spirit has already manifested itself at this point. We'll now attempt to visualize it for full contact. Rendering image. Is he gonna be creepy? That's literally just a mask. I have one exactly like this. Process communication tool. I'll show you, but I have one. Hello, child. You know my name and have called me here. You do not fear me. I am an angel. I have traveled on the winds from the east. I have known you for so very, very long. I will use this machine to speak with you. Would you like to hear my voice? First, I want to show you. That's him. That's pretty much him. This is a random male mask from AliExpress. Yeah. So I guess Samael truly is with us now. So yes, let's hear your voice. Knock on the door. Hated that.
Hear my voice, child.
Child?
Just as he was seduced by the snake, so shall you be driven to the fruit by my word. I will not suffer you.
I will not.
I shall set you free.
I shall set you free.
Your blood is not your own.
You're not your own, but
To the sins of your fathers.
of your fathers.
Tonight,
Tonight,
when you sleep,
you
you will dream of mashing.
you will something. It's pretty hard to understand. Error. A system error has occurred. This program is attempting to shut down. Please do not turn off your device. Another knock on the door. Did you think I would leave you? I could tell you of my fall and my father's betrayal. There are many things I could tell you, secret things. My time is short, but I will leave you with a gift. I can tell you your future. However, you will have to choose your path. Alright? What if I don't want to know my future? Oh. Let's go with this one, the first one. The Hierophant. Mercy and servitude. How fitting for you. Have you ever watched the ocean? Yeah? Waves rising and pulsing to unknown rhythm. Beneath the dark waters, an abyss reaches far. It is desperate to fill your lungs with its elixir. Do you dream of sweet drowning? No? Nobody does? Your future is certain. It was fate that brought us together. Let us pray. If you say so. I'm not praying, but you do you. I'm starting to wonder if I am legitimate in playing this game. Because it looks like it's more made for someone who does believe in God and angels and demons and stuff. I think it's going to be more creepy if you do believe in this whole thing. I can sense your fears. Wash them away, child. Clear your mind. Your final decision awaits you. In the lion's den, a child of God will truly shine. In the snake's nest, a human will become a meal. Choose carefully, child. Speak to a loved one, see an angel, hear the voice of God. Speak to a loved one, no, I don't need to. The person I love the most is literally in the room next to me. See an angel, maybe later. Right now, let's hear the voice of God. Indeed. The fact that the VHS moves. I couldn't tell you why, but it's creeping me out. No, and that is not a question you should ask to a woman. You didn't know if I was on my knees. You didn't know if I was on my knees or not. You didn't see if I was on my knees or not. No, you're not. You're a liar, sir. When you were alone, I was there. When you were lost, I showed you the path. My blessings are a river, but you are poison in the water. Descent of Jesus, you defy me. And my eyes will not spare, nor will I have pity. I will bring the plague. I will stand the swarm. I will send the horde. I will bring the thunder from the sky. I will cleanse this land, and none shall inherit this earth, child. I am that I am. Fatal error. This program has unexpectedly failed. Please enter your password below. Is it Jesus? Because Jesus is the answer, so access denied. Oh, come on. How funny would it have been if it was Jesus? Faith? No. God. Well, I forgot my password. Outcome 3 out of 4. The answers you seek lay within the praise of his name. Huh. Sleep well, child. That I will do. So as it turns out, making the opposite choices before all that do not change anything. So I skipped it because it's not interesting. The only slight change was with the tarot cards. I chose the very last one, and it was the Tower, and it was slightly different. This time, instead of servitude and like I don't remember what, it was about misery and apathy, and instead of speaking about the oceans and the waves, it asked me if I would like to sleep forever to avoid the carnivorous yearning of the earth. That's the only significant change, the only change at all. I'm a bit disappointed that the choices I made still led to communicating and invoking Samael. That's slightly disappointing. So, choose carefully, speak to a loved one, or see an angel. So we started with Hear the Voice of God, so let's see an angel. Would you like to see me? No, I don't want to see you. I want to see an angel. Well, technically, he's an angel, but he's like a fallen angel. So let's go with no. I don't think it's gonna change anything, really. I really think whether I say no or yes, it's not changing anything. I'm gonna have the exact same thing because when I was once so beautiful. Even my brothers were jealous of me. I have grown to hate you so much. But I am most grateful to you. You have done for me what father could not. You have set me free. This program is unexpectedly failed. Warning, this program is unable to correctly close. To not close the program, please contact a member of the clergy immediately. Outcome 2 out of 4. Interesting. I can see you now. So I was saying I don't think it's changing anything because when Samael asks us if we want to hear his voice, whether we say yes or no, the audio still plays, so it doesn't change anything. And I think it is the same for you want to see me, yes or no. We're gonna see him no matter what. Okay, time to speak to a loved one. Communication in progress. Communication made. A coffin creaks open, ashes swirl back into form, flesh no longer remains. A spirit approaches. It has manifested itself. Please do not utter my name, for my name is no longer my name. I am that I am. Who are you? Or I missed you. Who are you? Because I don't have a loved one who died. I'm sure you feel my presence now. I'm with you, but not for long. I am tethered to something else. It lingers just out of sight, but close by. What is it? Who is it? What is it? No, I think I said who is it? I don't know. I cannot speak of it. It watches and listens. It is aware of you. It can see you. Please, I beg, do not utter my name. Is it God? Is it the devil? Is it God? Again, I don't think our choices here matter. I think we're gonna have the same dialogue, the same choices to make either way. And obviously, the only time I talk, there's only the quiet. In the great silence I shall stay. It waits for you too. I'll see you soon, child. Do not close the program and contact a member of the clergy. Clergy or clergy? I don't know. Ending 1 out of 4. I will follow you, always. So, at this point, the last ending will be the one where we find what the password is, and it is a bit special. For the password, we have to go into the file of the game. Once we are in the file, we're gonna open the readme file, readme text, and it says a clue, look inside the songs. And the songs are here, songs of praise. And the idea here is to count the letters to have the code. So Veritas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first thing of the password is 7. Then A and E, that counts for 2. So 2. Here 8. Another 2 and then 6. And submit. You find yourself alone on a forest trail. Walk forward. I have to interact, I like that. You hear the wind in the trees. You feel that you're not alone. Walk forward. With each step, over stone and dirt, you draw closer to something. Walk forward. What could it be? You're afraid. You must be alone out here. A dark figure stands further down the forest trail. Walk forward. Maybe he's friendly. Against your will, you feel drawn toward the dark figure. Okay, you're creepy. Hello, dear child. You come seeking answers. You are not you. You have no body, no blood, no bones. You are but a thought. There is no God, no universe, no human race, no earthly life, no heaven and no hell. This is all a dream, a grotesque and foolish dream. Nothing exists but you, and you are but a thought, a vagrant and useless thought. You wander forlorn amongst the emptiness. Now you know the truth. Will you submit? Yes? Again, I don't think it changes anything. Ending 4 out of 4. See you soon. Well, it is now time to tell you what I liked and what I disliked about this game, and I'm going to start with what I liked. First, I really like the third ending and also the fourth, which is technically like an extension of the third ending. So the third ending, the VHS effect, the VHS really literally moving. It's not just a fixed image with some glitchy analog effects. It truly moves. I cannot tell you why exactly, because it was not showing anything particularly creepy. It was just a random church and random park forests. But it made me feel uneasy. It worked, and I like it. I also like that this game works very well. It is creepy. It spooked me multiple times. Like, not a huge, but just the atmosphere, the images. It gives a sense of eeriness, uncomfortable, without any jump scares. That is something that needs to be said and praised. No jump scares, no screamers, and still spooky. That is great. That is a job well done. I love horror games that can be actually scary without surprising us with a loud noise or a face thrown at you. I like it. I like this game. And finally, I like the password thing. Again, I really like the last ending, the fourth ending, because it is, as I said, an extension to the third. It still has this VHS effect. The figure, the dark cloaked figure with the yellow eyes, creeped me. It surprised me. It's not really technically a jump scare or anything, but it surprised me. And I like the way to get to this ending. I like that you have to go into the game's files and read the README text, that there is a clue, and that you have to go to the songs and figure out what exactly it means for the password, what you're supposed to put as the password. It's almost like a mini ARG, because you do have to go into the game's files. You cannot have this answer while just playing the game. You have to go slightly deeper, but it's not too over-engineered. not too overthought. So it's a good amount of thinking outside the box. I think it's a good little extra puzzle. Now, what I disliked. First, that is, I think, what pisses me off the most. There are 4 endings, and in order to experience all of the endings, you have to redo the whole game each time. There's no way to go back to a precise point, and oh my god, it is lacking a save point or maybe like a select chapter kind of thing. I really hate that I had to redo the whole thing 4 times. Another thing I disliked, it is that for most of the game, like 3/4 of the game, the choices you make are useless. They don't mean anything. Up until the selection of tarot cards, no matter what choice you make, in what order, whatever, no changes happen. None. It's the exact same. Then the tower card, there is some slight changes, but it's not really that significant. For the whole story, it doesn't change anything. And then when Samael asks us if we want to hear him or see him, again, whether we say yes or no, it doesn't change. So what's the point in asking us that if we want to hear or see him if the result is the same? I don't know, it's a bit disappointing. I wish we had something different depending on what we choose. And talking about useless choices, the last thing I did not like is that when it's time to communicate with a spirit, the program says the spirit that we're gonna summon is going to depend on the choices we made. But actually no. Again, each time, no matter our choices, it's Samael. Again and again and again and again. It's so disappointing. I was so excited to see who else I could potentially communicate with, but turns out it's just Samael. This one I truly wish that I don't ask for something different. I think it would have been fine to have the exact same interaction, the same image and stuff, the same dialogue with all the spirits we summon, but just maybe, depending really on our choices we made before, 2 or 3 different spirits we can summon would have been great. And you don't need to change anything else if you don't want to change too much, if you don't want to put too much extra work into it, which again, I get it. But I would have preferred if we had at least one other possibility, one other possible spirit to communicate with. Conclusion, I liked this game at first, but after 4 times trying to check out all the endings, it's long. I appreciated this game. I had a fun experience at the beginning, but I would have loved it so much if the first 3/4 of the game weren't made of useless choices. Because really, in order to have all the endings, again, I have to redo the whole thing, and I spent quite some time doing fuck all but clicking, doing nothing interesting. And that spoils a bit the game for me. I'm sorry. And it's really sad because the game is good, really. Again, make the choices really count, or at the very least, let the player maybe save or maybe select chapters. Once we finished the game once, let the player select specific chapters so we don't have to spend too much time clicking just to pass the time in order to see the other endings. Again, I appreciated this game. It was a really cool experience. I don't regret playing it. I'm glad I've played it. But there are some flaws that do sour the experience a little bit. Well, my fellow cursed flickering demons, this was evaluation, and this is the end of the video. Please don't forget to not leave a like, not leave a comment, not subscribe to me, not share this video, not go on my Patreon, and bye!